Hello, welcome to 2 to 3 abroad. So I plan on escaping the UK, and today I have a month to go before I leave this country. So I'm going to be going to Thailand, and I just want to talk about how I'm going to prepare for that and what I need to do, and all the little things and stuff I need to pack and sort out before I go, and it's just getting to the point where I can't stand the UK anymore. It's a completely different country. It's so different to what I grew up. Yeah, it's just completely changed. Demographics, society, opportunities. Nearly like in every measure, it's just got worse and standards have dropped, and yeah, I just want to get out and get away from the politics and all the nonsense and the nanny state and all the constant depressing news and everything else. And I'm not saying there is positives of this country, but it's not as many as there used to be. So yeah, just going to talk about my experience, and also I want to experience a few places as well. Like I would like to go to other countries as well. But first part is Thailand for a month, and then we'll take it from there. But yeah, welcome to this channel if you just switching on. I'll try and give you weekly updates, and then once I'm over there in Thailand I'll give you more updates and try and show you like quite a few things, like food, shops, bars, you know, everything really, customs, whatever, you know. It's just stuff which you might know, you might not know, but it's just another experience. Yeah, so if you're wondering, basically if you have a UK passport, and most passports you get up to like 60 days to stay in Thailand, and there's various ways like to stay longer. You can get a visa for different things, like there's an educational visa so you can study the Thai language or cooking, and then there's a retirement visa if you're over 50. There's a marriage visa if you're married to Thais, or to a Thai should I say. You can get work permits as well, but it's very limited. The most sought after job for Westerners in Thailand would be school teachers, so the English school teacher. I'll just say English teacher really. So yeah, they're always in demand, and you should have a good chance. If you're a native English speaker, then you have a good chance of getting that. But in Thailand you need a degree, but there is ways where you can do it without a degree, so you'd be off the radar. But it's entirely up to you. I'm not saying you should do that. It's up to you what you do, but I'm just saying what the options are. There's also a volunteering visa. You can basically help people. Like there's a slum area in Bangkok, I can't remember what it's called now, but basically there's a charity what helps people. Basically they build homes for them, and also I think you can help with street dogs and things like that. Is it a Soy Street Dog Foundation? But I don't know, actually I'm not sure on that, if that could qualify you for a visa. But I know helping the homeless and helping the people in the slum area is a route. And then there's religious visas, and there's a lot of visas where, like, if you have enough money you can just basically pay for the visa, and it's like a superior tourist visa really. And then you've got the destination visa that gives you 180 days in Thailand, and then you have to leave 5 days and then come back and you get another 180 days. But yeah, if you're wanting to immigrate, that's the wrong visa. That's just basically extend your time in Thailand. So yeah, for that purpose it will suit you, but you've got to have £10,000, I think it is, in the bank account to get that visa. So if you're okay leaving that in the bank, and then first of all you have to work out if you've got enough to do that, if you can afford to do it. because everybody's going to be different. Some people can afford it, some people can't, and so yeah. And don't forget as well, even if you have a British passport, I know people keep banging on about the EU and the EU passports, but the UK passport, you can still move to overseas territories, but it's basically crown dependencies. So you can live in Jersey, Guernsey, Isle of Man, Gibraltar. So it doesn't get you completely away from the UK system, but a lot of the departments are independent in these territories. So the Isle of Man basically runs its own affairs apart from defence. And then the same with Jersey and Guernsey. Gibraltar is signed up quite a bit to the EU, so I think they're going to join the EU. Was it the Schengen area? So yeah, they're sort of like part in the EU, so they're going to follow a lot of procedures and a lot of things what the EU does. So yeah, and it's very small as well, so I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Gibraltar, but for me, I think it's too small. It's only like 32,000 people there, and it's like a couple of square miles, and it's just dominated by the cliff. I've never been there, so I'm no expert, but basically from what I see, there's no VAT. I think there's quite a few positives with the tax situation, but obviously you're going to pay more rent, and then Jersey and Guernsey are more expensive. Yeah, touching on what I was just saying before in the clip before about options for UK citizens who want to stay close to, you know, the UK way of life, and by being in a crown dependency, basically, yeah, you have options. So you can live in Gibraltar. So actually, Gibraltar is slightly different from the others. Like, so the crown dependencies, you've got Isle of Man, Jersey and Guernsey, and there's a few other islands as well, but I'm just going to concentrate on those. So, and then you've got Gibraltar, which is another British overseas territory, I think it is. Basically, yeah, they're all part of the British Empire and part of the British Crown. So, yeah, I would say Isle of Man is got most of the best features. The only drawback I would say, from what I can see, is the weather. So in the summer it'd be no problem, but it's be like not fantastic in the winter, but it's not the worst place. But then everything else is very good. Looks beautiful. It's quite a big island compared to the others. You can work there if you get a permit, and it's not difficult to obtain. The employer will seek that for you once they take you on. You can live there, no hassle. You can bring your pets in, no problems, just the same as being in the UK. You can get a ferry there, you can get an aeroplane there. Yeah, you can get ferries from Liverpool. So yeah, very good options there. The tax rates are good. I think there's no capital gains. And then you've got Jersey, which you can live there if you've got the Jersey registration card, and then that allows you to work once you've got that. Guernsey, you can live there if you rent or buy a property on the open market. So the open market is a scheme where they've got 1,600 properties, and if you rent one or buy one, then you qualify to stay there, and that allows you to work there, as far as what I was reading into. And then you got Gibraltar, which allows you to live there and work there because you've got the right to abode and you got a right to work there, same as being in the UK. But the only drawback I'd say, if you're bringing in pets, then they'll have to have documents or a pet passport, I think it is, and then the rabies vaccine as well. So all the others, you don't need any of those. And yeah, so I should have said Jersey and Guernsey, you can get planes to fly from various different airports. You can get a ferry to them as well. Gibraltar, there's flights from 3 or 4 different UK airports. Yeah, the only drawback I'd say with Gibraltar mostly is it's small. like I said before. Probably limited options because there's only 30,000 people there, and it's very small. It's like under 7 kilometers square feet. Yeah, square miles. So for me, I found it way too small. But I think it'd be okay if he was there for 3 months. But any longer, I think it'd be too much. But it depends what you like. You might like that. Anyway, let's get back onto Thailand. So, yeah, as I was saying before, there's various visas for Thailand. So if you go onto this website, the official Thai e-visa website, there's different options. So I'll just have a look. So if we go on there, where are we? So yeah, basically you set up an account, which is easy to do. Fill out the forms, upload your documents, pay your fee for whatever visa you're getting. Then you wait for it to be processed, and you're getting confirmation sent to your email. So yeah, you got diplomatic and official visas if you're in the government, tourist visas, transit visas you won't need. There's work and business visas, because also if you want to open a business, there's study visas, so it's various different things you can study. Medium film crew, so when they do the big productions. Religious visas, because there's always like Normans, what do you call it? Yeah, the Mormons, sorry, they get around the world, don't they? They're everywhere. Yeah, there'll be other religions as well. Research, science visas, staying with family, retirement. Like I said, if you're over 50, medical treatment. The hospitals in Thailand are very good. I've not used one yet, so I want to maybe possibly have some tests when I go to Thailand, because I'm so fed up with the NHS. They never seem to find out what my issues are, and yeah, I'm just getting back pain at the moment. I have trouble sleeping, so I want to get that sorted out. I've ordered some magnesium, which comes today, so I'm going to try that, because I went to the doctors the other day and it's completely useless. He wouldn't listen to any of my theories or ideas what it could be. He just said, oh, we can't do that. So I just got to continue to suffer, just like the rest of you if you're having the same issues. Yeah, there's smart visas and Thailand privilege cards. So if you've got quite a bit of money spare, you can pay for that, and I think they still do like the 10-year Thai privilege visa. Yeah, there's always options, different options. So go on this website. You might not need that. It depends how long you're going to stay. So yeah. So yeah, there's options there. I said about the English teacher before. So officially, you're supposed to have a degree. Another thing you can do, you can go to the neighbouring country of Cambodia, where you can get a business visa that allows you to apply for a work permit. So I think what you have to do, I think you do the business visa first, obviously, which you don't need a business. You can go, I don't know if you can do it on your own or you have to pay an agency. I think it's quite easy to do. I think you can actually do it yourself. Yeah, and then you could look for jobs, apply for a job as an English teacher. If the school accepts you, or institution, whatever it is, then they can apply for the work permit on your behalf. And these business visas, I think they're about $300, and I think you can stay in Cambodia for up to 12 months. So yeah, that's an option. But in Vietnam, you need a degree. In Laos, I'm pretty sure you need a degree. Myanmar, I think, is more flexible, but then it would be. So that's if you're more adventurous, you can go there. Malaysia, I'm pretty sure you need a degree, but yeah, there's other options to work as well. So if you work for a company here and they have a base in Thailand, you can do it that way. And also, if you're really good at something, like you're really good at kickboxing, Muay Thai, you'll be able to qualify that way, and various other ways. But that's only if you want to work. Destination Thailand visa, you can work.
remotely. So if you do something online like YouTube, I think you can qualify. If you run an online business, as long as the money's generated outside of Thailand, you can qualify that way. Or you might just want to go for a long period of time and just travel and you don't want to work. So if you've got the finances to do that, there'll be options as long as you get the right visa and follow the right requirements. So yeah, me personally, I'm going to go out there basically for a few months, and then I'm thinking either, yeah, probably in between, I'll probably go out the country for a few days, probably to Laos, maybe Cambodia, not sure yet, but I'll let you know, and I'll put a video on there of that experience. So yeah, yeah, I've had enough of UK. I want to get out. This is my preparation. So I've bought the tickets. I haven't booked any accommodation. I've got a house in Thailand, so I'm going to stay there majority of the time. Visa situation, I'm going to see what happens first and think what I want to do, and then approach that when I'm sure I want to do. I'm going to do a border run at some point. Yeah, and then I'm just going to share all my experiences. So at the moment, I've just got left sort of travel insurance, packing what I'm going to take with me. I told the bank I'm going. I've given my notice in at work, so I finish up the day before I go to Thailand. So that is great. I can't wait. Yeah. So yeah, keep watching. I hope this is interesting, and I'll make it more interesting for you and bring you more content on me moving to Thailand. Alright, thank you for watching, take care and best regards. Thank you for watching to the end. Bye for now, take care people.